Mm-hmm. Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? This is DTM Delta Tango Mike coming at you again with another art battle. This one is something that I want you to pay attention to because 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Shannon and Nanda was here in the home studio and we battled it out. We went toe to toe, and her art is super amazing, and her whole family showed up, and so and support, and they all voted for Shannon, and she beat me. Yes, she beat me in my own art battle show with Adobe Fresco. So this time I'm gonna bring somebody else on who's part of the same family. Let's go ahead and say hello before we give everybody a shout out. Let's go ahead and bring in Keef Cross. Keef Cross, how are you doing today?
What's up, man? I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for stopping through. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And thank you for being part of this art battle. As I was saying, your daughter was here a few weeks ago. And now here you are. And we're going to battle this out. It looks like I'm going to have to battle the whole family.
Yeah, because I didn't want to do it at first, man. Because I was like, I don't know, Dan don't be playing. But when I saw my little girl up here, I was like, okay, all right. I can't punk out now. My daughter then came up here, won. I was like, maybe I got a shot.
Maybe you got a shot. And there it is. So that's what we're here today to battle it out. DTM versus Keith Cross. I'm going to break down the rules for today in a second, but let's go ahead and say hello to everyone who's joining us in the chat. We got a lot of folks hanging out. We got Gareth in the house. Cody. Hello, Oliver. Umacorn. How y'all doing today? Welcome to the stream. Paloma, Clever. Thank you for being here. And Paloma says, yeah, you win some and lose some. Yeah, right. Yeah. There's nothing I can do about that, huh? Cody says, "Hey, DT man, turn down the gain on which one? Which one on my mic? My mic. So let me see, and making sure that the audio levels are a bit. You guys, let me know what it sounds like, and because I know I do have Keeps Cross's audio a little high, so let me know what it sounds like now. Thank you for that, Cody. And Cody is our moderator today. Welcome, Cody. Thank you for hanging out with us. Okay. So the rules, let's get me to go over the rules real quick. Boom, here we go. We're going to switch on to the rules. This is a DTM versus art battle. This is DTM versus your favorite artist, and today's favorite artist is Keith Cross. I am Delta Tango Mike, Keith Cross. Instagram, Twitter is Keith Cross. So you got to make sure you follow us because the rules of the live art battle today is that we start with a sketch, and we're going to draw and have some fun, and the limit is 1 hour. After that 1 hour, we will show you what we finished off today, but the artwork will be finished offline. We will post and allow you to vote online on social, and the most votes by a week from today will win the art battle, and that's it, and that's how it goes down. Oh my gosh, are we ready today? Are we ready for this, Keith?
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. Okay, so let me go ahead and switch. Oh, yeah, there we go. That was the rules again. Boom. Let's go ahead and switch. There it is. We are in front of my sketch. This is my sketch, but I'm going to show you Keith's sketch so that Keith can explain what is it that we're drawing today. Where did that idea come from? What does this mean?
Okay, well, Dan, as you know, you asked me, what I would like to, maybe do this weekend. I had just seen this movie called A Thousand Years of Longing with Idris Elba, where he plays this genie, and it was a really good movie. And I was kind of inspired, but I didn't know when the next time I was going to want to draw a genie. So I was like, this is the perfect opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to just kind of do something loose and fun, and pretty much genies or anything goes. So you could pretty much do it any way you want to, add whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So just something to have fun with.
Something to have fun. Nice. And so you have a very particular art style, and we can start drawing now. This is our sketch. We have a genie. We have the genie bottle. You have a particular art style. What is it? Where did you come up with this art style that you use a lot? Bold lines, very contrasting art style within the details. Tell us
Yeah.
about that.
I really think it came from just being in high school, liking to draw with pen and ink. There was this particular artist that I used to love named Barry Windsor Smith, who did a lot of X-Men work,
Mm-hmm.
and he just kind of showed me. I already loved doing comics, but he just kind of showed me that you could have a little more, I don't know, a little more fine art aesthetic to it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything doesn't have to be so wham bam boom pow all the time, and he really just taught me there really weren't any rules as far as comics or really art in general goes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I like because when I'm drawing illustration, I like to be kind of meticulous and tight. When I do fine art, I'm a little looser, and I like to
Mm-hmm.
just like experiment a lot more. But I feel like this is just kind of like I don't know. You know, like when people like coloring books to relieve stress and just the repetition of just like doing these little tight lines and I guess it's kind of therapeutic, man. I mean, I never really thought of it like that, but
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gone postal on nobody yet, so it must be working. You know,
Yeah, don't go postal, bro. Don't go postal.
I ain't gone postal yet, but you know,
Oh man. Check out Keith's drawing in progress right now using the vector brushes. Looks like nice.
yeah, this is the G. I think it's the G pad or
The
something like that.
the G pen. Yes, it's for gangsters. The G
Yeah,
pen.
man. I was drawn to it. I was like, okay,
And yeah, so there it is, that bold style. And I love your cross hatching shading type. It's not even cross hatch, but it has that line work, a lot of line work in your shadows. Um, you just developed that. You say you have influences, but I don't think anyone is out there drawing like that.
well, it's not cross hatching, but I call it cross hatching. You know what I'm saying?
Keep
So
cross.
yeah, Keith Cross. So I got to patent that, but
Yeah.
yeah, because I used to do the traditional cross hatching where the lines would kind of bleed over in each other and just make kind of a scratchy, liney mess.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like my stuff to be a little clearer, and I really like to use the lines to show like different gradients, like how I'll just like for instance, like I might start like tight right here, but then when I wanted to just the line to get lighter, I just kind of fade it out till it's like nothing. And when you look
Mm-hmm.
at it afar, it kind of gives a gradient from back here. You can kind of see it a little bit. But
Okay.
and then when I add the blacks to it, the blacks just kind of make it pop.
Okay.
And yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's that I definitely like it, and I'm the kind of artist who likes to draw a lot of cross hatching details because I'm a fan of comics from the 80s and 90s, bro. Just like you.
yeah.
Yeah, those were the ways. Who was that? You mentioned um,
Barry
Barry.
Windsor Smith.
Yeah. There's another one. What's the one? Any case, but that was their style. Is that in order to magnify the details in the muscles and volume and give the characters volume in comics, you added extra hatch marks and shadows to make those muscles bulge out. Especially,
Yeah,
yeah, especially since comic book characters and heroes have very tight clothing.
they do. So you got to make sure your hatching is right to show the ripples and the bulges.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
But I also like when I do pieces, I like all of the extra line work just because it gives you like you see the image for what it is, but when you really like look at it, the lines give you something more to look at more than
Mm-hmm.
just the image. It
Mm-hmm.
just kind of lets your eye just kind of roam across the piece, and I always kind of like that to just give it's like a double whammy of I'm not even gonna finish like a double whammy of art.
Well, you're right. And now,
Let's edit that out. Can we please edit that out, Dan?
right,
Let's
right.
edit
Edit
that.
that out in post. Okay,
Yeah,
I know what you mean. What you're saying is that number one, and this is for artists, really. And of course, if you're a fan of comics, you're a fan of art. But when you're an artist, you can kind of you see the story, you're reading the story, you're seeing what's happening, you're drawn by the writing, but also and by the impact of the artwork. But when you're an artist, you notice all these little extra tricks that artists employ to show emotion, to show the tone and mood with the color and show like little things that catches your eye. And it's kind of like watching a movie. You watch a movie several times, and the second time, third time watching the movie, you catch other things that you didn't notice the first time around.
Yep.
There you go. That's
Ab-
what you mean. That's the double whammy.
Absolutely.
Hey, Katerina, how you doing today? Go
It's
ahead.
got replay value.
Got to replay. That's right. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. And that's what artists do. Is that they'll sit once they finish reading the comic. I do this a lot. I'll read the comic in 2 days. The whole graphic novel is done, and then I'll go back and look at the artwork. Be like, dang, the way they did this, the way they did that. Whoa.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Take tips. Take tips from comic books. Looking
Yeah,
at comic books.
and then as you become an artist, when you look at those, it's just like people that are in the movie business. Like some people I know, they can't even watch a movie without judging it from a technical aspect. Like, oh, it was a good movie, but look at the lighting. The lighting was horrible, or
Uh huh.
the sound mixing sounded like crap. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It seems fine, but when you're in the industry, you tend to notice things. So now when I'm an artist, not when I'm an artist, now that since I'm an artist,
Uh huh.
like when I'm looking at comics and stuff like that, I'm thinking like, okay, I know why he did that because
Mm-hmm.
he was running out of room on this side, or I know, so
He was right. I don't
I know why he did
Yeah.
this shortcut.
Uh,
So
yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah, and it's usually like very simple reasons, right? Not because he overthought it and it's like, oh, it's a
Yeah,
masterpiece. Because he put this brushstroke in there because it's a masterpiece. Nah, he put that brushstroke in there because the brush fell off his hand, and
exactly.
it was
Exactly.
perfect.
And he got a little coffee stain right here, so this part is a little brown, but he
uh,
made it work. That's what you got to do, man.
that's right. That's right.
Nobody's gonna know.
Nobody, no, no. But when they talk about your art at the High Museum of Art and they're walking around doing the tour, they're gonna say, "Oh, this day Keith Cross just felt being loose with it," and
I felt like the piece needed some coffee right here because I have a lot of just
Mm,
gotta as an artist we gotta kind of people appreciate a story with the art.
that's right. Yep.
So sometimes you have to put 20 on 10. Not all the time, but a lot of times, like people will come to me and they'll say, I got this from your art, or this was speaking to me because it said this. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I had no intention of what that meant to them, but I never tell people like, nah, that's not what I meant.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
mean, I may specify, but also tell people whatever you get from it, that's what it was. That's what it was meant to do,
Mm-hmm.
whether I intended it or not.
That's right.
So
Add it to the
yeah,
mystique.
yeah, man. It was preordained for you to get that message out of it.
Nice. So big ups to everybody joining us on the chat here on Behance. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome to the YouTube stream. Go ahead and like and subscribe to Adobe Live on YouTube. There's a ton of artists, cool artists like Keith and I, and a bunch of other folks sharing their process. So go ahead and click on the like and subscribe and join us on Behance. If you are an artist, go ahead and get you a free Behance account, upload some of your artwork, tell us about yourself, and join us in the chat. Big ups to Tony, Paloma, Helena, Lezu, what's up? Paloma, how you doing? Danette, hi, in the house. Thank you all for stopping through. If you say hello, we'll know you're there and we'll call out your name. How about that? I remember
Hey,
a few weeks.
Tony.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, hey, Tony.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's somebody I was gonna say a few weeks ago when Shannon was here. Everybody that was saying hello was part of your family, bro.
Yeah, man. We support, man. We support, man. I will say
Yeah.
we support the arts pretty heavy. So
Good, good. And it looks like you're drawing pretty fast too. What's going on here? You just knock out the outline
yeah,
first.
yeah. I just knock out the outline. I was getting caught up in her face, so I was like, hold on, let me back up and at least get the whole thing outlined first. And yeah, that's usually just like tattooing, do the outline first.
Yeah. Get the outline out the way and then come in with some shading and details later. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're right about stepping away, moving on to other parts of the drawing when you get caught up in something because it's dangerous. You can get caught up so long in there that before you know it, times has moved on, and you haven't even resolved this thing. Where if you step away for a second, you come back, and boom, it's like, oh yeah, I got this. This was nothing. I was just stuck on something at that time.
Yeah, and then sometimes it's just boring working in the same spot. Like this get real repetitive. Like let me go move around here some, and you know.
Yes, that's right. Yep. Yep. Relax your eyes. Looks good. Looks good. Uh, turn up the volume, says Tony. Which one? Which one? My voice or Keith's voice? You let me know, Tony, what it sounds like. All right, so I'm gonna switch to my screen so we can see some of my drawing. And I started with the head, and it looked like Keith started the same way with the head. I don't know how you manage your layers, Keith, but I use a ton of layers with some of these drawings, and in the way where even just the line drawing, I'll use several layers so that if there's something about a particular part that I don't like right now I'm moving on to the chest piece, but once I start adding details to the chest piece, I'll move to a new layer so that I can always adjust the chest. So
Yes.
like right here, here's an example. You know, man, if we could do this with tattooing, like where we're tattooing.
Man, what? You know? I literally just saw a video of this guy. You know they're like putting people under now to get tattoos.
What? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
like surgical. Like these dudes are going in hospital gowns. They get like 3 or 4 people working on them, and they're totally knocked out.
Wow.
And so it's controversy about it. Like people like, oh, you're not really getting that tattoo. You're not earning it. You got to go through
Mhm.
the pain and all that.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
hey, look, hey,
Do you, huh? Do
do what you
you?
got to do, man. Do what you got to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Well, I know that there's been people who have do that, rub that um. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Oh, yes, it did. Why did it do that? Hold on 1 second, everybody. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, here we go. Something got clicked on, and all right, all right, all right. This is what happens. This is what happens. And Bree, you're gonna have to step out, please. Sorry about that, and it'll get fixed in a second. If you can hear me, Bree. There we go. Thank you. All right, sorry about that. Here we go. It should be working. It's still not. It's not you. It's me.
Okay.
It's not you. There it is, and it's coming. It's coming. Boom. That's what happens with live shows. Is that things happen, and then you gotta fix it. You don't. I do. So there it goes. Keith Cross getting big, and we're gonna make it small again. There you go. Boom. If you're in the crowd, let us know what you think about Adobe Fresco. Have you played with Adobe Fresco much, Keith?
This was my first time. I was pretty intimidated, especially to be doing a verses with something I never used before. But
Uh huh. Uh huh.
especially going up against you, sir. You know what I'm saying? You know I don't take that lightly.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
But it was really pretty intuitive to what I'm pretty much used to.
Uh huh.
I know I haven't even scratched the surface of it, but once I pretty much found a pen that I could use and
Mhm.
a
Mhm.
couple of other little tricks and saw that my shading came off, I was like, oh, okay, shit. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Excuse this.
you know.
Excuse us.
Sorry, Adobe.
Uh-huh.
That'll that'll be the last one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's once you find, the tools that help you with your drawing, with your artwork. That's it. That's all you need to then turn it up. I feel that going from traditional to digital, there was a big brain change in my head that I had to deal with,
Yeah.
and but it's not strange. It's not a strange change that you're not used to when you go from pencils to inks to brushes to markers and so on. The marker is not going to behave the same as a pencil.
Right.
But once you figure it out, how you can make it work for you, that's it. You gone now.
That's it, man. How do
Hmm.
we ever go back from there? I could never go back. Like I honestly don't know if I'll ever. I mean, this might not be true, but I really don't see a time where I'm ever gonna pick up a pencil and just draw on paper anymore. That sounds bad, But when I'm doing it, I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I?
Mm-hmm.
Like I already know what I can. Like, I don't know. But I've drawn with pencil my whole life, so this is like
Right.
I've earned my stripes in the pencil
Yeah.
in the graphite arena.
Yeah. 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 It's especially like when a lot of your art ends up in posters, a comic book,
Yeah,
day black. Yeah. So you need the digital file. You need a digital copy of it, right?
yeah, and I think a lot of that came with just because I've slowed down doing a lot of paintings and fine art, and just that whole desire to necessarily be like a gallery artist has kind of faded. So
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I'm in a different stage in what I want out of being an artist or the type of artist that I'm going to be now.
Mm-hmm.
So that really lends more to digital art, for as far as like storytelling, t-shirts,
Mm-hmm.
just not necessarily stuff that has to hang on the wall anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Even though that stuff is still, digital art prints is still a thing. I just make sure I embellish them by hand when I do put them on the wall, just so they're original.
Mm-hmm. And it's helpful just to have that digital file so that you can do prints, canvas prints, and every other thing, and not have to worry about is this pencil drawing big enough for the kind of reproduction that I want to have.
Exactly.
Uh huh. Yeah. 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 I got you. I got you. But never say never. Somebody give you a nice pencil, a nice sheet of paper, you're gonna draw something.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if there is a pencil better than my Apple Pencil. Like, I don't think that pencil exists, man.
What? Oh
This
yeah,
thing
but
can do anything I wanted to do.
that is true. That is true. There are no other pencils. When I first got my digital tablet, I think it was a Surface. Um, I put down my sketchbook. I didn't have to carry my sketchbook and my 300 markers with me.
Yeah, man. You don't have to refill those markers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's the whole weight of that I was carrying in my backpack. It dramatically decreased
Yeah,
immediately.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Boom. So tell us while you're drawing, tell us about Day Black. I'm gonna switch to my screen so folks can see where I'm at right now. I'm sitting here drawing. Tell us about your comic. You have a comic book, and the title is Day Black.
Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, I am a graphic novelist. I have a comic book called Day Black that I write and draw myself. And it is about a slave who was bitten by a vampire. Present day, he works as a tattoo artist as a way to collect blood. And he has a specially modified tattoo machine that sucks blood as he gives ink, so he's able to drain people. This cracks you up every time.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
So it drains people every time he wants to, get a drink. He don't have to kill people necessarily. He could
Mm-hmm.
just like drink the tattoo blood later.
He's an ethical vampire.
He's an ethical vampire, and he just had he's going through a midlife crisis.
Uh huh.
Just trying to figure out what he wants to do with the rest of his life. And pretty much the same place I was in when I decided to quit tattooing. I was like, I'm at a crossroads right now. Like, what do I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it definitely came from.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got good at it, I was like, oh yeah, this is really what I want to do. Like, so.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually I have a Kickstarter coming up soon. Hopefully, I'm gonna be launching it by the in the middle of this month, by the end of this month,
Okay.
for the next issue. So be on the lookout for that.
Whoa, that's good. And just like any good story, there it's not just the story. The Day Black is not just about the vampire, but about his past. It deals with his past, things that he forgotten, things that he thought he left behind a long time ago. Because vampires don't die. He's been well, at least him. He has. He lives a long, long, long time, and so some of the people who he knew in his life back in the day.
Yeah. I actually have it where kind of like in Forrest Gump, where there was a scene where they had like the montage and all the people that he met over the time. Like he met like JFK and like all these people throughout history.
Uh huh.
Like I have a scene like that where the main character, his name is Merce, and there's a scene where we see him going throughout history. Like he was on at the space shuttle on the moon landing. He was in Jimi Hendrix band, and Jimi Hendrix like stole a lot of his routine from
Oh.
him. and just having and back when the slaves revolted, like Nat Turner got a lot of the credit for a lot of the slave owners he killed, but it was really Merce that was really
Mm,
slaughtering the people. You know,
mm,
just playing with history. You know, just
uh-huh.
having a little fun with it.
Uh-huh. Right.
You know,
That's cool. That's
yeah, man.
cool.
So
Yeah. And I was thinking about the angle of the family, of his family, his brother, and I don't want to give out spoilers,
no, it's
but
cool.
it.
Yeah, the family is crazy, man. It's you know, yeah, it's hard to talk about him without giving the story away. But he has a brother who is the polar opposite of him, a psychopath. You know,
Hmm.
crazy. Before he was a vampire, so when he actually turned into a vampire, he really got buck wild on him. And his mother, you know, his ex girlfriend. Like it's a lot. It's a lot, but it does deal heavily on family
Hmm.
and just somebody trying to change what they thought they would always be into something new, you know.
Hmm.
And I think if you take away all the vampire stuff, a lot of
Yeah.
people can relate to that.
Right.
Being
Right.
told you
Right.
could only be one thing or you're only one thing and you want to be
Uh-huh.
something different.
Yes.
So I think that's the overreaching theme of the whole thing.
There you go. Yeah. That's this is it. It actually says if you don't have Day Black, go get it. You can get it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Go follow Keep Cross and find the links
Thanks,
to Day
Ash.
Black. Yes. Yes. It says I'm here for the ethical vampires, says Paloma.
Right.
One second.
And like I'm to the point where
Mm-hmm.
whatever I draw is going in day black. Like I don't just waste drawings no more. Like if I draw anything, even if it's
Uh-huh.
just for fun, I find a way to put it. Like I'm not wasting any. I'm not wasting anything. It's going in day black some
Mm-hmm.
kind of way. So
Mm-hmm.
this genie lady, if you see her in an issue, it's because I waste nothing.
That's right. Right, right. That's good. Yes. Is if you're gonna challenge yourself daily to draw something, add it to your story. Make up a story to go along with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Uh huh. So you did
Because
this. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
no, I was gonna say because you know, it consumes you. You know, like when you do this like full time, like you can't even really enjoy the things that you loved about it, the things that made you want to do it in the first place. Like I don't read
Mm-hmm.
comics no more. You know, I don't really because I'm always have my own stories to do. So it's hard for me to sit and enjoy another story because I'm always thinking I have to work on my own book. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why whenever I draw, even in my spare time, which is really never, I I feel like drawing this okay, and it's going in the book, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
it's a good problem though. You know.
Right. No, that's good. That's good. And um, it's to me the challenges that we see online about drawing something is to get your skills up to a particular point. But if it works, but you can take advantage of that and double up your progress if you do those drawings with intention for something that's yours.
Yep.
And so as an example, a long time ago when I was learning Photoshop and Illustrator, I would pull up, get magazines that had tutorials on them, and it would show you, oh, this tool does this, and this is how you can do that, and it would provide you with source files like initial sketches and things. And I told myself, well, if I'm gonna practice and go through this tutorial, why don't I start with my drawings? So at the end of the tutorial, I have a drawing where I learn something new, but I also finish one of my drawings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
Yes. And so, where did you get your elements, for like that lamp? Did you just make it up? Did you look up lamps and say, here's how I'm gonna draw this lamp?
No, I just drew it. I knew I wanted to put an eyeball in the middle, so I drew it with that in mind. But
Mm-hmm.
no, this is just all freehand, man. This was fresh off of watching that movie, so I
Mm-hmm.
was definitely inspired,
Okay.
and never even thought about drawing a genie before, like at all. I was thinking what I would want to draw here, but I was like, should I draw a robot? Like I didn't want to get too technical because at that point I hadn't played around with the software, so I just wanted to keep it. I wanted to play to my strengths.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, beautiful black women with dreadlocks, I mean, I could do that all day. So let me just do what I know I can do well.
Right, right, right. And I did a little research for my character, only because this is the stuff I draw anyway. So I wanted to illustrate the lamp as an obsidian piece of rock that the Aztecs use as mirrors. And so my genie is really an Aztec god. His name is Tezcatlipoca, and I wanted him coming out of a mirror because his name means smoky mirror. And he's the god of destiny because when you look at yourself in the mirror, that you're looking at the god of your destiny. And so I was like, oh, a genie is good, and now I can get to do a genie, but in my way. And so I had to look up a few things. But yeah, it's we draw what we know and what we like. I love it.
Oh, dope. Very dope, man.
Thank you. Yeah. Plus, I had to come hard because I know your style, man. I know the stuff you draw, and it's like looking at your drawings. It's like it looks like something that when you draw, when we see you do it, it's like it takes you no effort. It's like somehow it just spits out, right? And if we're looking at your drawing now, it's like you just spit it out. It's just somehow it's easy. But then when you sit there and study it and try to do it, because I've tried your art style a few times. Like,
oh, yeah. No shit. Oh, really? Really?
Yes. I tried, and I sit there and watch what you do and study your drawings. Like, I see how he rendered this thing. You added the eye into the lamp. It's not a regular lamp, but it looks like a lamp. And then there's an eye in there, and you're able to just combine things and bring details out. It's like that's really nice. I wonder how your brain thinks. How does your brain see these things? It's insane.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I don't believe you. I don't believe anything you just said, but it sounded good, man. Thank you.
I appreciate.
I appreciate that. It sounded great, man. But nah, I just I don't know, man. I'm 46, so I've been doing it. We've been doing this for a while, so it's just it takes all those years to get to the point where it looks easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Yes, it does.
And like right now, like I'm just having fun right now. Like this is like it's just fun right now.
We're just enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, this is great, man. I love this whole platform.
Thank you. And Tony says, Keef, Ashley is here supporting. And also, Ashley says, Aunt, LOL, Aunt Tony, let him focus.
I know, Ma. Dang.
Let him focus. He's trying to draw.
You're embarrassing me, Mom. You're embarrassing me at work. I'm just playing, Mom. I'm just playing. I love you, Mama.
There you go. No, that's good. That's good. See? Got your fans all in here. Make sure. Go ahead.
Oh, so my mom she's my number one fan since I was a kid. My biggest supporter.
Yes.
Always, man. She's the reason I started tattooing, believe it or not.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Tell the story. Go ahead.
Because this is what she would do, right? Like she would always have some of my artwork in her trunk. And anytime she found somebody that she knew could draw, she would drag me out the car and be like, "Yo, go talk to him. Go talk to him." And she did this with this one guy who we both know who I started tattooing with, and that was the rest was history, man. He just took me on as an apprenticeship, just from seeing my stuff in the parking lot. So
okay, yeah, she wants you to fulfill your destiny.
Yeah, for real.
That's good. That's good. All right. Well, good job, Mom. And that's a great story for family to encourage their loved ones who are into drawing and creating. Give them the tools, give them access, find the opportunities so that that creative flow can come out in their lives. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, so your genie has like a karate move, or is that a mystic dancing arms move?
She's conjuring up whatever wish the person is asking for.
Okay, I like that. And then her locks are like kind of just floating in the air and stuff.
Yeah, just ethereal.
Yeah, be careful with that. What is it? The bucket. Yeah, where you put the bucket and stuff. All right, so With mine, I want to add. I'm adding some things in the background like pencils. So that's what's next on mine is that I'm drawing pencils. Here's this one's a crayon, because in the beginning we all start with crayons, bro.
Sir.
Yeah,
And
everybody.
you can still get some decent artwork out of crayons now.
Yeah. And the Crayola brand is like has all types of art materials now. It's got everything, markers and pencils. Is You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. We
Right.
we all want the shiny things, but is you can work with Crayola. Boom. So I'm making a bunch of pencils floating in the background because and everything in my drawings and my art is somehow related to the art life. Somehow. So that's what I'm doing. And today I think we're gonna be able to knock out a lot of the outline work, and I think you're gonna get into some um, the details already. I can see that.
Oh yeah.
But make sure you follow. So that's what I was gonna say earlier, and it kind of got sidetracked. Make sure you follow. Let me see. Dane down again. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Let's just do it again. Make sure you follow Keith Cross on Instagram or Twitter. Check out his artwork, and as soon as the artwork is finished in the next 24 hours, we're gonna post it along with a link where you can vote for your favorite piece, and then a week from now we'll be able to uh, announce the winner of the art battle here on the next Adobe Live art battle DTM versus your favorite artist. And that's going to be next week. It's a short week because next week I do have another contender, and his name is Jimmy Flame. That's right, Jimmy Flame. Yeah,
Any flame. Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm on a roll. I'm taking any and all contenders, left and right.
Yeah, man.
Like, come on. You say you can draw. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. So we are at the 37-minute mark. We got another 20 minutes to go today. Make sure you shout out your artists. If you're here for Keith Cross, say what's up, Keith. And if you're here for DTM, then say DTM, you're gonna win. That's right. That's right. Boom. Just drawing a lot of. I'm just drawing a lot of little elements here. Let's see what. Yeah, and because you've been a tattoo artist for a long time, you're used to drawing under pressure while people watching you.
I am. I am.
Mm-hmm.
Although I hate it. Like well, this is cool, but I just don't like people looming over me when I draw. Like that makes me super nervous. Or like I always remember like if I'm doing like if I might be doing somebody's tattoo on like their bicep, and they're just looking down like this like the whole time at every line. I'm like, can you look behind you like
Look away. Let me do this
right.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
But that's just my own personal thing. Just but this is great though. I love this whole this is fine because nobody is just like I can't see anybody looking at me. Like if I saw all of y'all right now look like on those little squares, I'd probably be a little like you know.
Uh huh.
But I like the format. I like this. This works.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah. It's sometimes the interactions are cool. Are very cool. Like I did a live art session in Atlanta couple months ago, and so folks were. It was set up in a way for people to stop by, say hello, and look at the artwork and ask questions.
Hmm.
So you're not gonna get a lot of drawing done, but it's a great experience and stuff. So it depends on what the goal is sometimes.
Right.
We have a question from the crowd. Tony is asking, does that eyeball mean something? I've seen it in a lot of your pieces. Ooh.
It just looks cool, pretty much. And it looks like it means something. It really is just aesthetic. But just that she's a genie you know, the bottle in itself kind of is a character. I think,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that contains the genie. It's something that, it has power too. So I just tried to give this picture just a little, just to give the lamp a little character in
Yes.
itself. Plus, above all, it looks cool.
Yeah, a little personality.
Yeah, a little personality.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. But if you want to go deeper into it, and later on, at the High Museum of Art, the tour is gonna be saying it's because it's looking at you and it's watching your
Right,
every move.
right, right.
And Keith is able to transcend time and space and see
Right.
you looking at his artwork.
That'll be my show answer.
There you go. That's right.
This gotta have a show answer.
Uh-huh. That's right. But yes,
But
thank
you
you
know,
for the question.
but you know what about that? Like it's weird because like sometimes I'll explain a piece to somebody and I'll just be kind of sometimes I'll say stuff that I didn't necessarily mean, but sometimes when I hear myself talking, I'm really saying what it really is. I'm just not taking myself seriously when I'm talking.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm hearing what I'm saying to people,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes it don't mean nothing to me. Sometimes my pieces I just do them something that looks good. But as I'm explaining it, sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, damn, I did. Like, I really did do. Like, what
Yeah.
I'm saying to this person is true. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just,
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't sit and think about it long enough. Or you think about stuff, but it's different when you think it and when you actually say it. When you say
Right.
it, it sounds different. Like when you actually, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
so I've gotten a lot of meanings from my pieces just from actually verbalizing them instead of just keeping the meaning in my head.
Yeah. Listening to yourself talk, you learn a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. First I learned I hate the sound of my voice.
Oh
But
man.
like I think most people do though, but
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
to
Yeah.
an extent, it's
Mm-hmm.
just never what you think it sounds like. You be like, I sound like that. The hell?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The heck? Uh,
Mm-hmm. Who is that?
who is that? Ugh.
Uh-huh. And with me, my voice, my mother sounded just like me, or I sounded just like her, and my brother and I, we sound alike too.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. I don't even know how. How we got totally different bodies, totally different people. That's how it is. Here we go. So I'm having fun creating little drawing tools. That's one of my favorite things is to draw art tools. I love, unlike you, I'll never stop drawing with pencil.
Uh,
It's my first love, and I love high quality pencils. I love number two pencils. Like I don't care what kind of pencil you give me. Give me some paper and some pencils, and we'll be happy. I'll be very happy.
right.
So I like drawing elements, tools, art tools. I even have a set of characters made out of art tools. I don't know what kind of story to go with it, but I drew them up. I was like, yeah, that'd be nice.
That's when you about that art life for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. For real, for real. Boom. Here we go. Let me go ahead and switch over to Keith and see what we got. Oh, look at all that details there. I like that. How do you figure out where the details go?
Whew. Man, I don't know. I just, just look at it and see where shadows should go. Even though I don't really follow a light source or anything like that, I just
Uh
pretty
huh.
much go where I want it to go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, like you said, just moving around and just letting it all kind of come together at the same time. But I don't know, man. Somebody told me that like it looks like you know where to put all the blacks and where all to put all the lines, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just one of them things, man.
Just do it.
Just do it,
Uh huh.
basically.
Right. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start doing some details like that. Like I'm just gonna pick a spot, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do your style, but let me see. Let's see. So I should do. I should go like this. A lot of these little lines, and then let me see. Yes, I guess I could do it like that. Why not? Boom, boom, boom. Many years ago, Keith Cross did a tattoo on me, and in like 2 seconds into the tattoo, it was hurting bad already. I was like, whoa. And that's because of all the little line details.
That's right. So all
uh,
these little lines y'all see me doing, like imagine doing that with a needle on somebody. That's what I did on
hmm
Dan's leg.
Yes, yes, yes. And I knew it right then and there. I said, this is not gonna let go. It's not gonna change. It's gonna stay
Nope.
like this. Oh,
Yep.
ah.
Oh yeah. And you took it too, man. You took it like a champ.
That's right. Cause I want it. I gotta have it. I gotta have that tattoo. So yeah. So I'm gonna start doing little cross hatching, the cross style,
It's a cross hatch.
the cross hatch. Yes. There we go. Boom. Let's take a look. Yeah, you going in on this. Yeah, I think I got like way too many things going on, and you're able to just move right through some of this. That's good, and I like how in the arm, some of that is a tattoo on the forearm.
Mm-hmm.
It's not actual jewelry. Yes, and pointy elbows. Those are dangerous.
Yeah, man. You gotta have the pointy elbows. And like again, it's a genie, so who's to say?
And everything is in the same layer, right? Right now, you're still in the same layer. You haven't moved
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah, I haven't moved from the layer. I'm scared. I'm scared. Keep it simple.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? And then there it goes. Look at that. Wow. Boom. And I like it, the simplicity of the hand. Like, you don't need to mark where there's the knuckles, where does the finger fold. None of that. No. Right.
And the hand's not even perfect. Like, look at this hand. Like, come on. Like, look at this one. Like, look at that, man. I mean, come on, man. But it's not that serious, I mean,
yeah. No, it's
if I
playful.
yeah, like if I wanted it to be, how perfectly, I would do it. But I'm just having fun.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great. And it have a playful art style that, you can play around. That's what I like about, and I used to draw like this a lot. Stylized,
Yeah.
Very stylized. You can
Yeah, and,
draw things out of proportion.
Yeah, for me, if it's not fun, it's not. It has to be fun. Like, of course, I could sit there and draw some photorealistic, but that's not fun. That's like a chore to me. That's like, and people do it and they're great, but it's just for me. I needed to be loose. I needed to be fun and quick. I needed to be quick as possible. You know, not. I mean, yeah, I wanted to be quick. Like, I don't want to be working on the same drawing forever. But I also think that comes from tattooing and just working in a shop with so many people that I got used to working fast because I knew like the next person was gonna get the next tattoo. So I just learned to like outline my stuff really quick, not too quick, because you don't want to mess nobody's skin up, but just I kept up a good pace because I knew, if I didn't, the next person was gonna get that tattoo. So
So you
working in that sweatshop, that tattoo sweatshop.
Oh yeah, and but so you learn a lot of shortcuts and little details that that the eye recognizes as something, and but it doesn't take you a whole lot of time to render
Right.
and fix. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, boom. Let me go ahead and switch to my screen so you can see that I'm still. I was gonna start doing the little hash marks and so on, but I was like, no, I need to go ahead and finish the full drawing before I start doing the little details, because then sometimes you get caught up in trying to draw a little detail here, and then at the end, and once you add more elements, you're like, oh, nobody's gonna see that little detail. So you spent a lot of time. Yeah, so you gotta sit there and work on the main elements first. Come on, boom, bam. Here we go. And so many years ago, you did film a movie or short film for Day Black.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we shot a short film. You can see it at dayblackcomic.com. And that was just back when I was just trying to see any which way I could get it done, any format I could do it in. Luckily, I had a good group of people that were already in the filming business, and we just made it happen.
Yeah, I had a good time with my
Yeah,
role.
yeah, and you were in that too. Yeah, man. Like I said, all my resources, man, I was using them. Like West End Tattoo, when it was West End Tattoo, Red let us use the shop.
Yeah,
Just Atlanta just has such a supportive arts community. Like anything you want, like you could really get it. Like if you really just know the right people, or just it's just a great place to just be in the arts. Atlanta,
Yeah, people really support you, come together, and if you have a dream, find ways to make it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should. That's great. But you've been in this community for a long time,
hmm
building a reputation, building your skills, and getting to know a lot of folks. So I think that helps too.
absolutely,
Uh huh.
absolutely.
Uh huh. Helps that you're a nice guy.
Got to be nice, man, because nobody wants to work with you. You can be talented and be a jerk, and nobody wants to work with you. You know,
Yes. Yes. There
so
we
that
go.
helps.
You guys, let us know what do you think about my drawing. Here it goes. I'm gonna show it off for a second. It is a genie. I got big muscle Aztec god going on. I'm adding on to the background right now, and it's a big He has a headdress. This is what I'm gonna add is a headdress, and I'm not quite sure like what some of this gear is. I know it's part of the Aztec art and mystical elements, but also gonna have like big pencils sticking out his back, like somehow they're like swords or something, like weapons and stuff. So that's what's coming up on my drawing on Keef so far. Look at that. It's that's almost ready for coloring right there, or the details all the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna add a little color in there.
Ooh, there we go. Oh, that's what I need to do before I go. Yes. Well, we got less than 10 minutes. 6 minutes actually. Five, if we're being honest here. So everybody, go ahead and give a shout out to the favorite art piece that you see so far, and remember to make sure you follow Keith Cross on Instagram or Twitter, or make sure you follow me, Delta Tango Mike, and you will see the final artwork in the next day or so, and you can vote for your favorite piece. And then come back a week from now where I'm going to have another art battle. And before we start the art battle, I'll give a count on the votes and who won this art battle here with Adobe Fresco. Yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead and I'm going to add my little color. Let's see. Boom. Layers upon layers. Now, I do like working with a lot of layers so that I can move things around if I want to.
That's
Let's,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta remember that, especially with the color.
Right, right. And one of the tips that I will share with you is that once you draw one layer for each color, so each
Right.
color on a different layer. So then later, when you want to change the color, you just select that layer and boom, you can make some changes right away. So that's always helpful.
I'm trying to figure out how to. It's not letting me select a tool now.
Let's take a look and see what you got going on. Boom. So make sure you well first tap in the top middle of your screen where it has the title, and then huh, it's not doing anything. Huh? Use your hand and finger. Let's see. Maybe your pencil. There you go. No, that's not it. Just go back to the home screen. Go back on the top left. Go to home screen. Top left. There's a little button. Yeah. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Your pencil. Well, use your finger. Use your finger. That'll take you. That'll take
Uh,
you to the home screen, and it'll save. Yeah, it's nothing responding, huh? Oh
mm,
man, it's too intense. It's too powerful.
right.
Yeah, I think somehow I know part of it has to do with your pencil. Maybe the tip of your pencil is off, but
Well, I'm still working. Though. I can still
you can still
shade.
draw. Oh, okay, okay. But we'll
So
make sure you can save that drawing before. Uh huh.
cool. I just keep drawing it.
Yeah, still works. Uh huh. So yeah, Cody Bear, we'll try that too. Also, attach your pencil to your iPad and then pick it back up. Happens to me sometimes, somehow, but it can still draw. So it might be a little bit yeah, to calibrate it. So that might help. We'll work it out since we're almost done. Thank you, Cody Bear, for that. How do we vote? Is asking Tony is asking. Okay, so like I said, make sure you follow Keith Cross. There it is. There's the rules right here. Uh, Make sure you follow Keith Cross or Delta Tango Mike. And the next day or so, Keith Cross and I, we're going to post our artwork together so that you can, along with a link to vote. And you'll follow that link to then make your vote on the art piece that you like best. And we have a week, so there is no rush. And let's see how many hundreds of thousands of votes I get versus Keith Cross's 10.
Right. Really though.
Yes, those are the rules of the game today. I want to make sure I give a big shout out to everybody who joined us in the stream and left a comment. If you're still watching on YouTube, go ahead and say hello. There it is. Thank you, Cody Bear, for the link to Keef Cross's Instagram. Make sure you follow and hang out and look for that post in the next day or so. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Uma Korn. Thank you, Elisandra. Cody Bear, of course, for moderating and keeping the chat alive here. Ashley and Paloma. Let me see. I'm trying to go down the name. Danette, Gareth, Katarina. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. And look at that piece. That's awesome, bro. You got skills.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. So I'm going to show off. Let me see. There's the final art right there where we're working on. Boom. And I want to thank everybody for being here. I am DTM. That is Keef Cross. And I will be back in a week with another contender, another art battle. So make sure you stay tuned for Adobe Live on Tuesday, July 18th. Alessandra, welcome. Came in late, but I will watch the replay. Yes, thank you. Oliver, thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you soon. Say goodbye, Keef. Oh, there you go. Say goodbye, Keef.
Peace, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all my family.
I appreciate y'all. Catch you on the flip side. And vote. That's right.